So we've worked a couple times with some YouTubers called Savage Geese, Mark and Jack. They're good dudes, but when it comes to their cars, they're super particular. Mark brought us his Honda S2000. He looked me in the eye and says, "Jason, I want it perfect." I told him I'm not a miracle worker, but I'll see what I can do. In Mark's quest to make his Honda S2000 look as good as it possibly can, he first brought the car to a local body shop to have the front end repainted, as it was riddled with small scuffs and rock chips. And now it's our turn with the car, and the first step to making this look showroom new again is to give it an in-depth detail prep to remove any dirt, salt, tar, sap, iron fallout, and all the other contaminants that may be embedded into the exterior paint and the wheel surfaces. So on Mark's car, we're going to perform a process called paint correction, which is just removing very thin layers of the clear coat to remove paint defects like swirls and scratches. And in this case, where Mark's hood is repainted, he has some orange peel texture and some fish eyes. Now, normally this process, you can use just a polisher like this one here to remove the scratches and swirls with some pads and some compounds. But in this particular case, we need something a little more aggressive, so we're actually going to use sandpaper. In order to remove these texture defects in the hood, we start sanding with a 1500 grit sandpaper. This process of wet sanding, or also known as color sanding, is done using the Meguiar's Unigrit sandpaper in a KXK sanding block. Sanding a panel like this has to be done with some finesse, as if I'm too heavy-handed, I can really gouge the paint and make it difficult to remove. After the entire panel is sanded down and the big defects are removed, we can start to refine the surface with 2500 grit sandpaper and even farther with a 3000 grit disc. After the sanding process is done, the paint looks super dull and we gotta bring back that shine. We have to level the surface with cutting compounds, polishing pads, and a machine buffer. And I'm gonna share a little more about this process in depth later in the video. Now that the front end is looking right, we're going to protect it with a paint protection film so any future rock chips or road debris will not damage the new paint job. All right, E-Man and the crew did a fantastic job on this front end with the paint protection film. It's now time to do the rest of the paint correction on the back half of the car, and it's perfect timing because we just got the Rupes DA system in. This is brand new. This just came in yesterday. I'm super excited to use this and test this out, and this is a perfect candidate to test this new system out. So this is the new Rupes high performance fine polishing compound. They have a heavier cut compound, and then they have a whole new set of pads that goes with it. You ready, Chris? Let's do this. All right, right, getting started with the paint correction process we're gonna go through. I'm gonna deep dive for you guys and kind of tell you what we're really trying to achieve here with Mark's car. We're gonna start the paint correction process with a machine, and we're gonna be removing small layers of clear coat to remove the scratches and the swirls out of the paint. This is a Rupes polisher. We're gonna use it in combination with different types of pads and different types of polishes. Now we have more aggressive compounds, and we have more finer polishes to remove all the defects in here. So if you get up close, you guys saw all the scratches and swirls that we want to remove. When we're removing the small layers, we're actually removing small layers of the clear coat. So if you think of your paint layers, you have the clear coat layer, you have the base coat layer, which is your color, you have the primer, and then you have the actual metal surface, and we're just removing the scratches out of the clear coat layer. But the clear coat is what takes all the weathering. It takes all the scratches when you're washing it. It takes all those hits, and that's what we want to make perfect. So if you think of reflection, reflection is just refraction of the sun. So if the sun hits this panel here and you have scratches or swirls or any imperfection, when the sun hits those, it's gonna refract in different ways depending on where the scratches are. If this is a perfectly smooth surface, now when the sun or the light hits it, it bounces off everywhere, and that's why it looks so shiny, and that's why it looks so deep. And those are the results that we're going after here. All right, I've actually switched pads here, so I really like the system. The polish and this pad works really, really well together. Over here, you can see that it's almost like I don't even need to polish it. It looks fantastic. It's finishing down absolutely great. One thing that I don't like about this pad, though, is that it's slinging the product all over the car, and I'm trying to work it in as much as I can and use as little product as I possibly can, but so that's why I've switched to a microfiber pad, and it's working fantastic also, and I'm not getting the sling that you can see all this sling here. I'm not getting the sling that I was with this pad, so super impressed so far. The compound's wiping off super, super nice, super easy, and it's leaving it almost like, I don't know if I should polish it or not. I mean, I feel like I should, but I don't think I need to. I like it. And for all you detailing business owners or future business owners, perfecting your craft and delivering the best service you possibly can is very important. Also very important is knowing how to run your business. Investing in yourself and growing your knowledge is crucial for success. I'd like to invite you to join the Detailing Wise community and help grow your business. In the Detailing Wise community, my business partner Greg and I share exclusive video and audio business content. Each month we talk about different subjects, and we share our process and procedures on how we grew a successful detailing business. Along with the content, you get access to our private Q&A meetings each month. You get free shipping on Car Supply's warehouse website, and you're entered into our monthly giveaway. September's giveaway was a good one. We gave away one spot to the Bigfoot Academy 2-day training event at the Rupes headquarters in Colorado. Please look in the description below for more information on how to join the community.
Are we gonna use this in the shop?
Maybe. You want it?
Seems to work pretty good.
Yes. It is hot today. Good thing we got this Cool Boss blowing on me. Oh, I am your father. We just got these awesome Cool Boss swamp coolers in the shop just a few weeks ago, and they've been a lifesaver in here. So it's kind of like a big radiator in the back. You put water in there, this thing holds 17 gallons, and you can turn it on, and it uses that water up there and it blows out cool air. So it really helps. Like inside here, there's no wind, there's no air movement at all, and this really gets everything moving and it cools it down a lot. This unit here can actually cool out a space up to 26 degrees cooler. So these are awesome. The guys love them. Check them out. I'll put a link in the description below if you guys want to check them out and be cool like me. The shine on Mark's car is really starting to pop, but there are a couple of ugly scars that we need to try and touch up here. Using the Dr. Color Chip paint system, we're gonna touch up some missing paint on the back bumper and the door edges. And we're so close to getting this thing into the clean room and applying some ceramic coating. Honda's looking good. I think Mark just got here. He's gonna look at it, hope he's happy. We got a couple more things to do. We're gonna try to get this third brake light looking a little better. There's a lot of little tiny scratches in it, but the paint looks good. I mean, we didn't get everything out. There's a couple things that are still a little deeper in there. We're gonna wipe it down with a surface prep and then coat it. Final step is to protect Mark's car and make it easier for him to maintain. For that, we're gonna be using Crystal Serum Light ceramic coating. And I cannot wait to get this thing outside so you guys can see this thing shine like the sun. And while we finish this up, please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and hit that bell next to the subscribe button to be one of the first ones to see our new videos.